When I was a child, I would pretend to be ill so that I could stay at home from school to finish off any particular map or piece of work I was drawing at the time. Which is I spent a lot of my childhood copying maps and banknotes and printed matter, which I think you can see in my work today, which combines lettering and imagery. When I put certain colours together or certain marks or wrote a word beside an image, it gave me a physical sensation. It was a real physical thrill, and I still get that when I'm working today. It's a physical rush. It's something in my whole body that I feel very fortunate that I can still sort of tap into that today when I'm working. I feel lucky that as an adult, I can still experience that thrill that I started when I was a child. I'm Neil Gower. I'm a graphic artist. I've been using notebooks, or more specifically pen and paper, since I was about 4 years old, or certainly as long as I can remember. It's very, very much a part of my working life. I suppose the thing I do most often is I draw maps and I provide images and paintings for book jackets. If I'm designing a book jacket, of course, the first part of that process is for me to read the book and take notes as I read. As you can see, the writing's quite small, but what I'm doing there is looking out for recurring imagery in the book. I'm looking for the visual centre of gravity of the book, which I know exists somewhere. If you think of the writing as a three-dimensional object, somewhere in there's this visual centre of gravity, which is the point that I need to pick at to find the design that conveys what I feel to be the essence of the book. And of course, once that process is finished, then I move into drawing very small thumbnail sketches, mocking up the cover, and they look very repetitive, as if I'm just drawing the same thing over and over again. But in the repetitions, in drawing the same thing again, of course, there are tiny variations all the time. I can work out the optimal composition. There's something about the physical application of ink or paint to paper. It's very much like thinking on paper. And it's a kind of, you develop a kind of fitness. There's something about the coordination between your eye and your hand, and that's a really exhilarating thing. It's an exciting muscle to exercise. The process of making the notes just etches something into your mind. I feel like the centre of gravity in my life is where the tip of my pencil or paintbrush meets the paper. It's that fundamental to me. It's as natural as breathing.